Hey guys, just a quick one on this video. The audio quality isn't fantastic and the scoreboard does mess up a few times. So enjoy the interview as it is, but the darts, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I'll try and improve all of this for the next time that we make a video like this, but first time I've done anything like this, so hopefully it's not awful. But yeah, enjoy the video. And if you do enjoy this and you want to see more of this sort of stuff, hit the subscribe button. That'd be amazing.
Hello, welcome to a brand new video. This is going to be a brand new series where I play 6 legs with someone, whether it's a professional or non-professional, any single person. Today, of course, we've got Ash. I mean, we're talking about Q School. So we've got 6 legs on the board. Let's have a couple of practice darts, and then I think I should go first, to be completely honest.
If you
It's
like.
the only chance I have.
If you like, I don't mind.
But so yeah, we'll talk about Q School, talk about all sorts. But it was quite a fun week. Did you enjoy yourself?
I did, but I think you were pulling your hair out.
Yeah, I was, to be fair, I was. Right, you have 3 more, then I'll go straight in.
Okay.
Yeah, I was pulling my hair out a little bit. It was a fun watch. It was so much fun to watch. Right, I'll just go straight in. Let's see what we can start with. Ah, that's a good dart. I've just changed my flights. I've just changed my stems over. Oh, I've typed in 5. Okay, ignore that. We'll just use 5. I don't know what happened there. I've changed my stems over and I keep flicking the flight on my fingers, which is really annoying. But so, Q School. How did you find it?
Easier this year. Is it in the sense that last year I had a go at it, but I wasn't ready. But this year I was meant to be prepared for it.
Yeah, so you're a bit more.
I was like more with the world of like, I'm playing darts here. I'm not just walking into a venue and hoping for the best sort of thing.
Well, you kind of knew what to expect a little bit more than normal,
Yeah.
which was obviously a bonus. So when you walk into the venue, like on day one, what are you thinking like straight away? What's the first thing you think when you walk in?
Well, my first thing was get there on time, sign in, go across the road to Asda because the Marshall Arena is expensive for soft drinks, so they allow you to bring stuff in. So I was like, go to Asda, get your food and drink for the day, then go find a table, sit down, chat with a few people, then go and throw. So I'm not jumping the boundaries straight away, as I say.
Yeah. So first day, who did you play first? Can't remember. Oh, you played Tony Norris, didn't you?
Yeah, he walked into me on a good...
First day of Q School, first game, 95 average.
Yeah.
5-0 win.
I think I had a point to prove in that game.
Just to kind of prove to everyone that you're there for a reason.
I'm not just a YouTube personality, as I say.
Yeah, you are actually decent at darts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you beat him, get on to game 2. I can't remember who you played in game 2, but it was all right. And then you played Mike Warburton. What was it like? Did you know him when you played him?
I knew he was Super Series player just because he had Super Series on his shirt, but I didn't really know him because I don't really follow Modus that well.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, not interested, not there yet, sort of thing. Not because I'm not interested in the players, it's just like, well, you're just like, well, I'm not part of it, so it don't affect me in a way.
Yeah, and you hadn't really seen him anyway. But you must have recognised the name, I guess. Has he just gone 4-4 bullseye on me? Right, 1-0. Oh, if you hit the number 1, or number 3, sorry, that should just go straight in. There we go, and then enter. Perfect.
only me to get a 58. My throw. Come on.
Oh yeah, forgot.
Come
I thought
on.
it was loser starts.
Come on, novice.
I thought it was loser starts. I'm so used to throwing first when we play loser starts.
I've been consistent. 3-1-40s to start the first leg.
Yeah, not too bad. But yeah, so day 1 was a bit.
Day 1, I wasn't necessarily worried about getting points. I just wanted to get through the first game. That was all I was focused on day 1. And then I got to the third game. So I got to the boards final, basically. And I didn't, even though Mike won, I didn't disprove myself. I played awesome in that game.
Yeah, you did play well. You were unlucky, really. He played well as well, to be fair to him.
I pushed him to play better.
Yeah, and we had a look through, like, because he was one of the favourites to get a tour card, really. We had a look through the day, and you were the only person who really come close to even beating him that day. That was a 5-4.
Yeah.
But then the big day for you, really, of stage 1 was day 2.
Day 2, I just got the luckiest draw where people that played me seemed to fall apart a bit, and I didn't have to play top game, but I just did enough to keep going.
Yeah, well, I think the big thing of day 2 was beating, was it Justin Hood?
Justin Hood
You
first
beat
game.
him first game, and that's a tough.
He missed out of stage 2 automatically.
Yeah, the day
by a game, and I took him straight out 5-4 again. But I was clinical with my finishing.
Yeah, I remember that being a big game, a big, like, important game. But so, were there many people who knew you that you didn't know, or that you knew?
A lot of people approached me and were like, "Well done on the 9," or "You're Ash off the streams and you're here." Yes, sort of thing. I'm like,
so what was that like to be like?
it was kind of surreal because I don't think about the YouTube part because I'm too humble for some things. I'm like, I don't realise so many people watch it.
Yeah, I mean there's a lot. Yeah,
it's like the encouragement for day 2 was Coleman was like, "I'm going to see you Thursday," and I'm like, "Yep, definitely going to do this," and that got me through day 2.
Yeah, and day 2 was good. Who did you go out to in day 2? Do you remember?
Last 16 it was.
Do you remember who it was? I can't remember who you played.
Me neither.
No.
I know he's a target player. I can remember that, but I cannot remember his name. He was a nice lad. He beat me 5-0, but
Chris Quantock. That was the final, wasn't it?
yeah, that was the final of automatic.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, Chris Quantock. Yeah, he's decent.
Oh,
I scored 11, I think. Yeah, he's a decent player. To be fair to him.
To be fair, I just didn't do nothing, and the thing was, I think in my head I knew I'd already done enough.
Yeah.
So I was just like, yeah. And also, I started to feel a bit like tired from travel and stuff from the first 2 days.
Yeah, I bet.
So
you were driving a fair way every day, weren't you?
Hour a
driving
day
as well?
Yeah, I drove every day. I was driver.
Yeah, so that takes a bit out of you as well, I think.
Yeah, and I think I was starting to come down with something because by day 3 I was like, yeah, I've got a cold.
But day 3, I mean, we were watching along, and it was like, okay, he doesn't need to win this. He's already in stage 2.
Yeah, the annoying thing was, I wish I knew I was through before I started throwing.
Do you not know?
I wasn't in dark green. I wasn't officially in until I was dark green.
Oh, okay.
And as soon as the draw was done and I was assigned to a board, that was when it went dark green.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, well, I'm here anyway, so it's free practice. See what happens.
Yeah. And then that was stage 1. So stage 2 starts up, and you've now got, like, proper players are turning up now.
Yeah, and I drew the most magnificent first round, a ex-World Championship finalist of Mark Dudbridge, who is one of the nicest people I've met on a dartboard.
Oh,
he's such a gent. He was gallant in defeat and everything.
It was a good game as well. I mean,
that was a clash.
It was a good game.
I think it was like the 6th or 7th leg where we both couldn't hit a double.
Yeah.
It was like 104 average game.
Yeah, but that ended up going. You were 5-3 down. Then you only won the last 3 legs, which was not bad.
I think what it was it either a 12 or a 13 dart leg, and you literally called it in the stream. You were like, right, he needs a 12 dart here, or he's going to lose.
Yeah, I watched one of your games back again last night, and you did it again on one of them, where you were down and you needed a 12 to hold, or you needed like a 12 dart break, and you got it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Mark Dudbridge, ex World Championship finalist.
I wasn't nervous.
No?
It was a weird feeling. I didn't feel nervous against him. The only time I felt nervous was when I went for the last dart at the game. That was the dart to win the game. That was the only dart I felt really nervous.
Yeah.
It was a weird feeling.
Yeah. So you beat the former World Championship finalist. After Dudbridge.
Yeah.
Well, after Dudbridge, you had two very, very common names that showed up a lot at Q School.
Yeah, I got the draw of all draws.
You had Peter Mitchell second game, and then Kevin Lengthening third game.
Yeah,
So-
that's when the ton plus finishing started.
Yeah. So you beat Peter Mitchell. I think it was 6-2. It was
6-2 with 3 ton pluses.
yeah, it was fairly convincing. 28.
The 138 was beautiful. 2 treble nines, double 12.
Yeah, I said
The
Ash would have gone
111
19s.
was treble 20, single 19, double 16.
Yeah.
And the 110, because you were like, he's going to go 19, treble 19, 13 tops. So, to confirm you, yes, I did do that way.
It's almost like I just know you like the back of my hand, Ash.
You might have watched me play a few times.
Yeah, only a couple of times.
Only a
I've
few.
learnt the outshots. I'll be a good spotter if you ever got on TV.
Yeah, because the chalkers I did throw them off a little bit.
Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised.
But also in the Pete Mitchell game was the first time I had a chalker mistake. Because I managed to leave 18.
Yeah, 'cause we were trying to work
So
out how the hell
what
you left
happened
18.
was, I was on 154. I hit treble 19 first dart. Second dart just underneath. So I was almost on a fourth ton plus on the trot. And I lost my count because I got nervy all of a sudden because I sort of sprung. I was in the game of darts, and I asked Chalker what's left, and his words were 88. So I went treble 20. Then when I've walked back, I haven't looked at the score. I've walked back, and I've looked at it and gone, why am I on 18 if he said 88? And then just before he apologised to me, and I'm just like, well, I got to throw what's on the board.
Yeah.
And the thing was, it then baffled my mind. How the hell did I manage to get to double 9? Even though it's like next door.
Yeah, at least it's close.
In your head, you're like, why am I on that target, not that target? But yeah, apart from that, I was fine.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing. Even from when I was a chalker, is like you can't trust the chalker. You do have to work it out yourself because the chalkers do make mistakes.
Oh yeah.
Like, everyone makes a mistake at some point.
Yeah, but that's human.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But it does sometimes throw your brain out. And then he got back into the game a bit, and then I hurt him. I think. Because that's when the 111 come out. I shouldn't have won the leg. Hit him, but he missed, and I went bang, bang, bang.
Love your stuff. Take that.
Yeah. And then, of course, I played Kevin
Lengthening.
and the key part of that game was the 150. The 150 out of nowhere. And that hurt. I knew it hurt. Because I think that was a 15 dart leg. Or a 12. Something stupid like that.
So when you get to stage 2, day 1 of Q School, and you've just won your board, you're in the last 16?
Last 16.
You're in the last 16. What are you thinking about? Top right, backspace. Are you thinking about like points at this point? Are you thinking about how many points you're on? Do you know how many points you're on at this point?
I knew I had a point. At least a point. I didn't know how many points I exactly had. But I looked at my draw, and I've at this time I've looking at the draw. I'm waiting for board 15, and I know who's on board 15 because I can see them. Because I was on board 16. Because on stage 1 they use 32 boards. On stage 2 they change it to 16, but they leave all the boards there, so they don't have to put it away because challenge shorts this week. And I'm looking at it and I'm going, well, I've either got Andy Bolton or I've got, I think it was Sean Fisher. They're playing him, and I'm looking at the game and I'm like, they can't hit a treble. What's going on? And then I spoke to Darren Webster, and in a Darren Webster way, he told me, well, if you play your game, you got this. And I, of course, ended up with Andy Bolton.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to say too much about the game because I don't want to. But situation happened in that game, and it frustrated me, and it got to me in the end.
Yeah.
And it caused me to not think about what I was doing properly, and then I made mistakes. He jumped on them mistakes and won the game. So I'll leave it at that. That's all I'm going to say. Because I'd rather not say what I want to say.
So you end good shot. So you end stage 2 day 1, and you go home. And I think that's the night. I think I rung you that night, or you rung me that night when we spoke. But how did you feel looking at the scoreboard, seeing yourself inside the tour card spots?
I was like, well, all I got to do is get a couple points a day, and I've got this. I didn't want to. I was like, I don't think I'll get through the whole day because I don't know what I'm going to play like. Because I've already played 4 days going into this point. So I'm thinking I'm a bit tired. I'm not going to be 100%. Because you're not. Because no player can play 4 days on the trot in that kind of conditions and play 100% every time. It's not going to happen. So I was like, right, you might not play 100%, but you're strong enough to keep going, to get through a few games. And I was like, just get 2 points. So if I can get to the board final, win the board final each day, I've got my card. And I was like, even if I don't get my card, I've enjoyed myself. My goal going into Q School was stage 2. If I can get stage 2, great. If I don't, there's next year. But yeah.
Yeah, because that was the real goal, wasn't it? The real goal was experience and stage 2. And stage 2, I mean, you've done it by day 2. But so you go home and you kind of like looking at the draw and you see like people are talking about you, like really talking about you on Twitter as well.
Yeah.
What was it like for you to have so many people like messaging you and
I couldn't keep up with people. But my famous, because you said it on stream, Ashley's good at putting the old thumbs up. That come in handy, but apart from that, I couldn't keep up with it. So I'd flick into the streams just to keep myself calm. But I was like, actually, I can't keep myself calm because there's so many people messaging me. But I was like, it's good because if I didn't have it, it wouldn't feel right.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think to the Prince of Darkness squad or the Pod squad?
The Pod squad.
They've all named themselves the Pod squad.
Well, that's a scenario that's never going to die, and I think hopefully, as they say, Barney's got the Barney Army, Phil Taylor's got the Wonderland, I've got the Pod squad.
Yeah, I don't think it's going away either.
No,
I think you're stuck with the Pod squad.
Yeah, even. Dan Dawson, because I got interviewed as well on day 2 or stage 2. Everyone loved that interview, and I think Dan Dawson even enjoyed interviewing me because so it made his job easier. Yeah,
I thought talking about the interview, I thought because someone said in the chat that you'd be interviewed, and it must have been someone who was there. And then Peter Cousins said that you got interviewed because Brett texted and told him.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, I wonder what he said, because I know that like obviously it's different. It's different on stream, and like this isn't
streamed.
This is pretty informal as well.
Yeah.
But when you've got like a massive camera and you've got Dan Dawson with a microphone,
who you just met 2 hours before.
Yeah. What was that like going into like having like a proper interview that you knew was going to be on the socials and stuff?
Well, the thing was, I knew the interview was going to be used for something, but I didn't know what.
Yeah.
Because the thing was, I watched the videos after they'd already been out like 2 hours, so I didn't think about it. And also, the thing was, the interview was done on the fly. I didn't really know what he was going to ask me and what he wasn't going to ask me. So I kind of had to just go with the flow, as I say. But I did, and I did okay, I think.
Yeah, well, people loved it. Unlucky me.
People liked how, let's say, blunt I was.
Well, you come across really well.
90.
Yeah, 90. You come across really well, like you spoke really well, really calmly and stuff. And that was what I was most impressed by. It was just how well.
I think doing the streams helped. I think doing some streams and that help.
Yeah, well, that's always good to know. At least it's helping a bit.
I know.
But anyway, so day 2, you play Kevin Leadenham, who you'd beat the day before. You beat Kevin the day before. Kevin had an 83 average when you beat him. The next day,
he had
has
105. And you
had a shot. You had a shot for 5.4.
Yeah. The craziest thing is, I hit a second 150 against him.
Oh, I know.
I hit 6 ton pluses against him, and he still come back swinging. And he's kudos to the guy. He's done exactly what I said in the interview. One day he'll beat me, and one day I'll kick him. But it was just crazy how I kept drawing the same freaking people.
I know, that is actually mental, because day 3,
I drew
you then
Peter
Mitchell, who you played on day 1.
90.
Yeah, he played well as well. So, yeah, 6-1, didn't miss a lot. I think he won his next game 6-0 as well.
Yeah, he turned up to the blocks, and I was just like, well, hang on a minute. And then day 4 come around, and I thought, whatever happens now, just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about who you play, just enjoy it. Because I didn't see myself getting to the semis. Because that was what I think I had to get to guarantee.
Yeah, you needed quarters with really good leg difference or a semi-final.
And I was just like, what will be, will be. Because the funny thing was on day 1 of day 2, me and my dad did the Asda run in the morning, and we spoke about possibilities. Who I might think, and we mentioned something in that conversation, and day 4 it come to fruition.
I'm assuming that was Fallon Sherrock.
I said, I'm probably going to draw Fallon some point this stage 2, and lo and behold, last day stage 2, I draw a first game.
What was it like when you saw the draw?
I was just like, well, she's a dart player. Oh well, let's have it. Because that's my mentality. I'm just like.
So the name didn't get to you at all then.
I was like, well, at the end of the day, we're both dart players. We've both got to beat each other eventually. So what will be, will be. If I go out, I'm going out swinging.
Yeah, it was a good game as well. Actually, it was a good game to watch. What was it like playing it?
Well, my thoughts was, just hold your throat. Don't worry about her legs. Worry about your own. If you win your own, you've won. Because I won the ball as well. I was like, I've got to win the ball. If I can win the ball, I'm good. Because once I knew I'd won the ball, I was like, just hold your throat. As long as you hold your throat, you've won. You don't have to play a 90.
Oh, nothing went in there.
What? You missed the score.
Oh, maybe I did.
I still score 40. This keypad's not as sensitive as keyboards.
No.
But I was like, just hold your throw and see what happens. And of course, we got to 3. I went 1-0 up. She went 1-1. I went 2-1. She went 2-2. I went 3-2. And then she pulled her 11 darter out. But I didn't let off, even though she was hitting 11. She went 180, I went 180, she went 180, I went 1/3/4. And then, for some reason, she seemed to look like she fell apart. Because she just couldn't keep up with me, hammering her on my throw.
Yeah, there was a break of throw which changed everything. I think it was.
It was when I went 4-3
it was after up. You went 4-3 up, and then you got a break of throw and went 5-3. And then, at that point, it was almost like...
Yeah. When I went 4-3 up, she slipped up. She just couldn't find that treble. And I found a 140 or something like that. And it was just enough to edge me ahead of her in the lower scores. and I just casually went up there and tried to finish it, and I managed to do it in 2, I think. And then the next leg, I just was just like, keep the hammer down. And as everyone knows and saw, everyone.
Oh, I don't know why I scored 45. I don't know why it's going back on itself.
It's being a spastic.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get a new one of them. That's not really working all that great.
So basically, I was just like, keep the hammer down, and then everyone saw on the videos that I didn't realise that the camera was recording my last 3 darts. I didn't know they were behind me until after.
But you did spot them after.
I spot Dan Dawson. I didn't spot the camera. So after, I sort of cooled off a little bit because you get hot during a game and your mind races. And I was just like, went over to Dan Dawson and I said, that wasn't a bad last dart, because I was like, that was a good dart. And he was like, yeah, considering how far you threw it from. And then, lo and behold, that night, I realised it was recorded. But after that, I played Justin Smith. No, I didn't. I played Harry Lane.
Yeah, Harry Lane. Harry Lane, by the way, was someone who came in the chat quite a few times. So when I saw that you were playing Harry Lane, I was a bit like, it sucked that you were playing against someone who was watching the streams.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you play Harry Lane.
I think he had more respect for me.
And that's the other thing, was I was a little bit worried that he knew we'd be watching as well. Like, I don't know if that put more pressure on him or something, but it is what it is. I mean, people are going to stream the darts. It's just he definitely knew that everyone was watching it because he was playing you.
The thing was, he let me in a couple of times and I just cleaned up. I didn't do anything spectacular.
Yeah, it was
I did it a couple of times, but nothing major. But
yeah,
most of the time, it was just cleaning up.
Yeah, it was quite a scrappy game, wasn't it?
Huh.
But you beat him, what, 6-4 or something, I think it was?
6-3.
6-3.
Because, it was a repeat of the Fallon game in a sense of he didn't break me, I didn't break him until we got to 3-3. And then that's when I laid it down again on him. It was just some key shots at key times against him. And then the last game I unfortunately had to play was Justin Smith.
Yeah, and he's a good player. I think he finished 15th. I think he missed out on... I don't know why it's doing that. It's like clicking across. Let me just click on your side. Move it away a bit.
Yeah, I think it's because the curse...
Yeah. One of the buttons, I think like the left button, I think like one of the locks is down or something. Oh well, we'll never use that ever again.
Tab.
Whatever it's doing, it's rubbish.
It needs replacement.
It's literally brand new. It's just not very good. I'll just have to get a better one. But yeah, so you played Justin Smith.
And it was a good game. I had chances to win legs.
Yeah, you did.
But it was 1 darts. And the thing is when they're sitting on tops or double 12, it's a bit harder to hit a 1-2-7. But the thing was, my darts weren't miles away. They were wire. Every dart I missed was wire. Yeah,
because I think it was 2 legs in a row. You missed like a real big outshot. I think it was like 1-2-7, then maybe 140,
116,
or 116 was it?
116.
Yeah, there was definitely a couple of shots. You had dart double, missed it, and then he went out.
Yeah, and they were all on the wire. But the funny thing was, in stage 1, we were sitting together, and we didn't draw each other until the last day. So it was kind of cool to play each other eventually. And I pushed him to play better, because every leg, even though I was losing, I was averaging better than him.
Yeah. So, what does 2024 hold for Ash? I will say, we have got a big announcement at some point soon, but not on this video. But other than that, what's the plan for the rest of this year?
As you know, this weekend is Challenge Tour.
Yeah.
I am fully booked in for all 5 competitions.
Good.
And I want to see if I can take over the Challenge Tour. Try and win a tour card that way. If I don't, it's a good experience and it gets me some extra funds maybe for next year.
Yeah, I think you'll do quite well on Challenge Tour, because I think if you finish as high as you did, unlucky, as high as you did at Q Score, I mean you finished 37th, out of, I think, 495 players.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty good.
And
There were a lot of big names who are below you on the rankings.
Well, even Dan Dawson mentioned that I'm a sighted player was a sighted player to watch. So.
Yeah, I think you are exciting to watch. I think.
And I have a bit of a good backstory because the stream, I went from streaming on YouTube with my mate to playing on one of the biggest circuit games ever. So
yeah, and I think the most important thing of it all was you made a really good account of yourself on it as well. It's not like you turned up and you averaged 70 or 75 and you lost first round, but you played it right. You were averaging. I reckon like other than you take away the shit on shit games where you just beat people who weren't.
I averaged roughly 90.
I would have said 87, 88. Take away like the 2 or 3 games at stage 1 that didn't mean anything, that you won comfortably anyway.
But if you take off the 95 and odd game here and there, maybe 8. I would say it's between 85 to 90.
Yeah, I'd say so. Something like that. But no, it was good. It was good watching as well. It was a lot of fun. You've got so many more new fans now as well.
Yeah, it was kind of weird knowing that, like, I saw a Twitter post. I was 5th fan alert in stage 2, and 4 players were above me were pros, and all the players below me were pros as far as I was aware. And I was like, I'm number 5, what the hell?
Yeah, and to be fair, the two of the players who are above you were Danny Lorby and Alex Spellman, and I think that's got a lot to do with them being American as well. Because Dart
Americans left.
Dart Connect is all very, very, very American.
Well, it's American.
See, like that's what happens. You press that number 4, and it does that stupid thing. Move that the way again, Ash.
I think it's because it's an arrow button.
Yeah, it's an arrow button. But I don't know when it decides to use the arrow button.
Numlock. Try that. I figured it.
Oh,
well. Numlock. Well done. I figured it. Now I figure it. Now it's near the end of the bloody game.
I don't think I hit a treble 20. Genuinely, don't think I hit a treble 20 in this game. I've played. This is.
I figured it. It's not broken, it's just being stupid. 51. Double A.
There we go. That was quick and easy. I think that might be the worst I've ever played darts in my life, but...
It wasn't about the darts.
Q School, how did you feel? How did you enjoy it? Let's have a summary of it.
Well, if we go off of a dartboard for scores... My day 1, I'd put probably 18. So 20 is your best, 18 was a good day. Day 2 was a 20 for me because getting to the last 16.
I might have to get you to come stand over here and tell.
Well, I can back up. 18's for day 1.
There you go.
Day 1's an 18.
Yeah.
Day 2's was a 20 for me. Day 3 was a 1 because it didn't really matter. Stage 2, day 1. Now that was a 20 because I don't think I would get to experience playing a World Championship finalist like that and in a game like that for a little while now. But it was so cool. Day 2, I would say it would be a 14.
You played well. You just ran into 105 average.
I just ran into a guy who didn't want to miss.
No, literally, he just didn't miss.
No, he missed it. He didn't miss dart double. Every dart he hit. And then day 3, I would put probably about a 12 because I didn't play as great. I didn't deserve it. I couldn't find a treble. He played well. And then day 4 was an 18 again, playing good darts, but I needed some improvement. So,
yeah.
And then my whole experience is a bullseye. Really, I don't care what my results were. I was going to enjoy myself, and I enjoyed it, and I was proud to get as far as I did, even though not necessarily a tour card holder, but I've still got time. I'm still young. I've still got the ability. So next year could be my year. I know I was only 3 points short, so.
Yeah. Anyway, 2024 is Ash's year. Thanks for doing the video, mate. We got some streaming to do.
We're going.
I think we've got
some subscribers.
We've got a lot of excited people ready to come watch
I might play more games than ever.
But yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, leave a like on it, subscribe if you're brand new, and I'll see you next time I do this.
And follow us on social medias like Twitter and Facebook.
At Prince of Dark 180 at the Darts Referee. Cheers, guys.